brother. It is time. Together, at last. I won't leave you again. Never. Vice.
Yeah, none of us saw that coming.
I'm finished with you. Your weapons are useless. My body is one with Omega, just as yours is with Chaos. The difference being, Chaos is nothing more than a pawn. Whereas Omega is the ultimate weapon that will lead this planet's soul to the stars. There is nothing that can destroy me. Nothing. Vincent Valentine. And so we meet again. What?
What?
Still in the dark. Three years ago, while I was still running about looking for Sephiroth, I took it upon myself to distribute my data, my mind, my knowledge, my inner being across the worldwide network. And even though my body had died and the world had been left in ruin, I survived in a virtual reality. When the network was restored, the scattered data regrouped and I was reborn. A neo-reunion, you could say. You.
Anyone have any idea what he's talking about?
Hello, Vincent. How long has it been? 3 years? You know, when I first read it, I thought that woman's thesis was utter nonsense. I couldn't believe some fabled beast from legend past had anything to do with your survival. However, 3 years ago, when you transformed into chaos right before my eyes, I must say I was shocked. Who would have thought her theory was actually valid? And so I began thinking, if chaos exists, then so too must Omega. And if you could become one, then maybe I could become the other, to traverse the cosmos in a blaze of glory. It was the chance of a lifetime. But there was a problem. Only a strong shell could hold back Omega's might. And it could not be just anyone. You see, boy, the reason you were able to play such a perfect host for chaos was because my experiments had endowed you with a nearly indestructible body. Thanks to me, you are standing here today. was I? Ah, yes. I attempted to perfect my body for Omega by injecting myself with Genova's cells. However, that didn't go as I had planned.
So that's why he did it? That's a weird retcon.
I considered the fact that the cells might try to take over my mind and eat away at my soul. And so, as a safety measure, I came up with a brilliant plan to transmit my neurodata across the worldwide network.
Are we really gonna get a flashback now?
However, after completing this, I realized I still required a durable body. And that's when I remembered deep ground, home to the most powerful beings on this planet. I even found a willing assistant in the lad Nero here to help carry out my so-called rebirth. Though never did he expect I would take control of his beloved brother's mind. And thus, with a new body, I began my final experiment. If the chaos within you was born of a tainted life stream, then the almighty Omega would be born of a pure one. So I had my minions gather up the uncontaminated to create a stream of refined Mako, thus awakening Omega inside me. Genius, I tell you! Pure genius! Pure genius! Only a scientist of my caliber is worthy to become one with Omega and leave this planet for the stars!
Hojo. I've heard enough.
You're getting old, Vincent Valentine. You just can't leave me alone, can you? Now sit right there. I want you to see this.
He is getting old.
And once I have absorbed the life stream, this isn't over.
So eager to die, are we? Very well. I wanted to test out this body before I began my journey anyway.
Take your shot.
So, like... Ow. I was gonna say... This is ridiculous. That he's, like... taking the time to explain everything. But then as soon as it was revealed that it was Hojo... Okay, well, I guess I'm supposed to lose that.
That wasn't much of a test.
Once it was revealed that it was Hojo, I was like, okay, makes sense. Hojo would sit here and explain his whole story. It's a very Hojo thing to do.
You already tried that, Vincent.
Vincent. Vincent. You cannot defeat this enemy by simply trying to overpower him. Take control. Don't let chaos rule you. You must rule chaos. You can do it.
Enough of this charade.
I love that Hojo laugh.
Please. Vincent.
Aha! It looks like our Dr. Crescent has a friend. Ha! But she won't help you now. Vincent Valentine! Ah! Why you?
Hojo's sound effects are so great.
Utilizing the proto exterior to draw forth chaos while maintaining your human form?
Interesting. Let's see what you are capable of.
Not epic.
But even with the power of chaos, you won't be able to stop me. Stop Omega, Hojo.
Huh?
I said I've heard enough.
What?
It's time to end this. Right here, right now.
What?
You insignificant fool!
I'll show you the power of
Okay, now he's empowered, even though he didn't change. Also, it's a bit like nothing's changed. Except now I can see where he's dashing. I was expecting, like, to get some new power, but now it's just not. It's like bullet time now. I can actually see what's happening.
You can't hurt me.
So what if I just... What just happened? I used my limit breaker, but nothing happened. Except I got healed. What happened? Can I not use my limit break in this? But it still let me use it? Holy crap. Do I just shoot really fast now? And I don't have to reload? Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm not using any ammo at all. I just started blasting. Ow. Yeah. You get like infinite shooting when you use your limit breaker now. Instead of becoming Galleon Beast.
You will die with the planet.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Holy cow, that damage though.
World's greatest scientist cannot be wrong.
Oh my god, that damage.
Why is Omega's power fading? Why?
Vi.
What's going on? Impossible!
Wow, did it really need a flashback to like
Get out of me!
2 minutes ago?
Omega's host must be pure! Why do you think I had to create Mako untaken by Genoma? A filthy fiend like you infected it!
Silence.
Huh?
Silence. I'm speaking with my brother,
You what?
dear Vice. Nero.
No!
Brother, let us become one. Let us come together, so that none may ever tear us apart. Yes. Let us go join him. Vice. Nero.
No! Stop it! You can't! This is my body now!
That was wild. So like I love the reveal with Hojo. I didn't actually know that reveal. I like the reveal with Hojo, and I like how like he was kind of the villain the whole time, and so he actually got to like fight Hojo for real. And it fits with Vincent's story, and it fits with having the villain actually be someone that we recognize from 7 and not just Vice. The whole explanation of how Hojo ended up with inside of his body was a bit, for lack of a better term, Kingdom Heartsy. Like he put his, like, so basically we're retconning the reason that Hojo gave himself Genova cells. So like at the end of 7, you basically just figure he's gone completely insane, because they go up to the top of the Mako gun, and they're like, "What are you doing, Hojo?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sending power to Sephiroth." And they're like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because he's my son, and why not?" Then they're like, "We're going to stop you." And then he's like, "Well, I've already put Genova cells in me, so, you know, have fun with that." So, like, at that point, it just seems like he's gone completely insane. But now we're retconning that, and we're saying, actually, he put Genova cells inside of him to attempt to become one with Omega. And then, but for some reason he was up on the gun sending power to Sephiroth at the same time. Like, that's a really weird retcon. Like, and you know, with side games and stuff, sometimes that can happen, but the thing with this is, like, they're trying to explain Vincent's story in a way that it makes sense in the original, so they really are trying to say that, like, all of this happened in the original. So to retcon something like that is really kind of silly to me. But anyway, so we're saying that the reason he put Genova cells inside of him is so he could become one with Omega, but it failed. So then, somehow, after doing that, even though he was dead after that, but, like, I guess he figured out that it wasn't going to work. He put his consciousness, he copied his consciousness and put it into the web system. I guess, and then that somehow got inserted into, like, sure, okay, like, well, like, I can accept the Kingdom Hearts-esque, I put my brain in the World Wide Web and then sent it to Vice, and then tricked Nero into reviving Vice with my brain already in it, sure, whatever. But, like, the timing makes no sense. Like, when would he have done that after putting Genova cells into his body, before becoming the monster, and also before sending the Mako energy to Sephiroth through the gun? Like, very odd, but whatever. Okay, it works, I guess. It's still, it makes for a cool finale, at least. Like I said, I like the idea that we're fighting Hojo. Like, I did not expect that. I just expected it to randomly be Vice, and, like, they hyped up Vice a little bit, but I just figured, like, okay, big battle with Vice, whatever. And then Vice started going on and on about stuff, and I'm like, why are you explaining this? All you care about is destroying the world anyways. Why would you take the time to explain this to Vincent? And I was just about to say that, and then Hojo was revealed. And I'm like, oh, that's why he's explaining everything to Vincent, because that's exactly what Hojo would do. He would sit down and take the time to explain to Vincent how smart he is. Like, that makes total sense. So that was kind of funny. But either way, it was a cool like boss fight. Like, that whole scene was cool. Just a little questionable, but it made for a cool boss fight. So I'll give him that. It was entertaining, at least. Yeah, funnily enough, Vice is, like, way more scary in some of the other games they show him. In this game, we saw him and then we killed him, and that was it. They hyped him up a little bit, but... You did nothing. Dude, why is Yuffie even here? She hasn't done anything except screw things up. Epic. Yeah, it really goes to show how much better she is in Remake. But I don't think this is exactly off character for original Yuffie. Like, that is the way she is in the original game, so... Oh man, that piano hit. So now this is cool because Omega is calling on Chaos to go do his job. That's what's so cool about this. Like, it makes sense that Vincent would be Chaos here. Omega's like, hey, go do your job. You gotta go kill everyone so I can take off. But now Vincent's gonna be like, nope, I'm killing you. Like, I love this whole connection with Omega and Chaos and how it works. It's just fascinating to me. It actually makes sense. It's not like he just randomly gets the power to be Chaos right now. Like,
Omega has awoken.
makes sense that he would awaken here.
And Chaos has been drawn out of the shadows to serve as a counterbalance.
Right.
Or so it would seem. However, in theory, the souls that exist inside Omega should act as a type of virtual network. It wouldn't be impossible, but maybe I could... Vincent, be grateful that I not only uploaded Lucrezia's thoughts, but her wishes and dreams as well. Uplink successful. Now commencing. SND. Just a little more. Here. Take this, Vincent.
So... was that the proto-materia? Like, it looked like the proto-materia. But why would that give him more? That just let him control Chaos. I guess... It doesn't make any sense, though. I don't understand how that makes him any more powerful. Why do we have a random...
Not enough. I have to hurry, or the tissue will continue to decay.
Random flashback in the middle of the exciting scene.
I see. Another experiment? You're using this fine.
We've already seen this.
You're wrong! You're wrong! You're wrong! Experiment? I found it. I couldn't never again. Hojo! What are you...
He's like straight up the Joker, just...
You had his eyes.
I didn't want to remember. I pushed you away, but now I realize. Not again. Not today.
Yeah, no, I mean, we already know all this. Do this after the fight or something. I don't know why we cut off the big epic scene.
Know that your eyes
Yeah, we get it.
are exactly like your father's. I've done it. Born of the life stream. But instead, born was away from me. Stop!
What is that animation? It's like screwed up.
Stop! This, the materia I found together. What am I doing? Give him back! Give my son back!
And how is your experiment proceeding?
I don't know! I don't care! Let me see him! Just once! I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't take it anymore. My body. My mind. Before I go, must leave. For him, wait. For who?
Who is she?
Dr. Lucrezia Crescent.
What are we
I
doing?
can collect the data files. The fragments she left within the network.
This is so bizarre.
Correct. Then you are to use that data to find the proto-materia. That is where he requires your assistance.
He? That information is unnecessary.
All this information is
Connect with her,
unnecessary.
Vincent. Connect with her heart.
Like, that scene was great, but we already know all that. Why are we going over it now, right before, like, all the cool stuff? It's so random. Like, we already knew everything that was shown in that cutscene.
Hello, Vincent. It is merely a reflection created with my remaining data. The real me crumbled away long ago.
Great. Can we go save the world now?
Do you remember our place? Under that tree?
Oh, okay. Holy cow, this just keeps going and going. Good lord.
The warm breeze on our skin. I know that it no longer exists. Things fade with time, as do many things in this world. But there are some things that we cannot let disappear. I finally realized my true feelings, even if you may never understand them.
Oh, we understand. We all understand.
Not that I mind, though. But this isn't how it was supposed to be.
Brother, it was your fault.
I've made too many mistakes.
Yeah.
And I've hurt you so much. Why did I do what I did?
I don't know.
I'm so sorry. But I'm so happy. You survived.
It does, kind of.
Lucrezia!
Okay. Anyways. None of that explained why him having the proto-materia makes him stronger. So, I don't know. Whatever, I guess. How did we get her? That was the data one. How did... Okay.
You're late.
Sure.
Sorry about that.
Not that I mind, though.
She's also Lucrezia now, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
She was always like that. Only believing what she wanted to.
So, Vincent, why don't you try telling her that yourself?
Because she's in a crystal and stuff.
Maybe I will. But before that, I have a story to end.
Finally, holy cow. Okay, so you know what my big problem with that was? Other than the obvious? Hold on, I gotta wait. Cutscenes are still playing. Oh, this is epic. So, here's the thing. Please let me talk. Okay. Obviously, the pacing and everything is just awful, but here's the thing. That actually would have been really cool if... So, what I thought was going to happen was Omega was going to be born, and then Chaos was going to be revived, or, like, called, right? Omega calls Chaos, and Chaos goes and kills all of humanity, turns them into Lifestream, light stream energy goes into Omega, Omega takes off, right? So I thought what was going to happen was Omega was going to be unleashed, Chaos was going to be called out of Vincent. Vincent was going to start trying to kill people because that's what Chaos does, and he no longer has the proto-materia to stop himself. And then Shulk was going to get the proto-materia, give it to Vincent, and that's what would give him the power to control Chaos and kill Omega Weapon. That makes total sense. That's what the whole story's been building up to. That's what, like, it all makes sense, right? But when Chaos was originally unleashed, he tried to attack Omega for some reason. Did you notice that? Before he had the proto-materia, he tried to attack Omega Weapon, but there was like a barrier, and he got knocked back. And then Shulk giving him the proto-materia, they're trying to say that, like, Shulk giving him the proto-materia made him strong enough to now attack Omega. No, that's not what we've been building up the whole game. The whole game, we've been building up this thing of, like, Vincent not being able to control Chaos. So why, when he was originally released, did he not, like, go start attacking people? That would have made that's what should have happened. He should have been like, I'm Chaos now, and then started killing people. And then Shulk gives him the proto-materia, and then he's like, oh yeah, I'm Vincent. That's what was built up the entire game. I don't know what happened. The writers literally forgot what they were writing. They forgot the story. Instead, he turned into Chaos, and he's like, die, Omega. Oh, I'm too weak. And then somehow the proto-materia gives him power. Like, that's not how it works. The whole game, you've been talking about it's supposed to control Chaos. That's so stupid. It would have been perfect if he just, you know, oh, I'm losing control because I don't have the proto-materia. I gotta kill everyone so that, I mean, you don't have to, like, literally show him killing anyone, but just, I gotta kill everyone to power Omega. They literally forgot the final part of the story. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like, they just, they took too much time making a million cutscenes about the past that they literally forgot how the story was supposed to end. So that was stupid. Other than that, neat, but yeah, that kind of ruined the moment for me. Also, I do 2,000 freaking damage now. Holy cow. I wonder what the limit breaker does now. Probably the same thing. Holy moly, Bunker. Thank you so much, man, for the tier 3. Cannot thank you enough for that. I like how this is my only gun now. Thank you so much, and thank you yet as well. How do I... Can I not? Okay. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, that's what the whole story's been building up to. And they kept stopping everything to tell us, like, hey, that's what the proto-materia does. Controls Chaos. Chaos is supposed to kill all of humanity, but with the proto-materia, Vincent can control it. And then they make a big deal out of them stealing the proto-materia out of him, and now he can't control Chaos. And then when Chaos is finally revealed, because Omega's revealed, he's just like, die, Omega. So stupid. And now somehow, with the proto-materia, he's strong enough to fight him? That doesn't make any sense. All they had to do was have him just lose his mind, and then Shulk comes and saves the day. It would have been perfect. Also, this is just a cutscene. It was still cool, other than, like, the terrible pacing of the cutscenes, but it was still cool. The whole Shulk thing was cool. It just could have been so much better if they remembered how to write the end of the plot. I could have genuinely said I really liked the story and how it ended if they had actually written the end correctly, like they were going to, and then they just forgot, I guess. I don't know. This just seems really odd, like... I don't know. Super strange. Hey, flying around as chaos is cool. She even kind of said it. She was like, oh, Chaos has been summoned to be the counterbalance. I have to stop him. But then why did he attack Omega? Like, it doesn't make any sense. That one little thing ruined it. Somebody else animated that cutscene, I guess. Also, Cloud's here.
Sorry about the wait.
Cell phones.
Everything's clear over here.
They're all yours now, Vincent!
What are you even shooting? Also, coolest Sid part.
All on a day's work.
Fire. And just in time.
Yuffie, how'd you get out there already?
When did I start caring so much about what happened? The rest is up to you.
Guess I have no choice. It's time to save the world.
I couldn't have made that any more cheesy. Yeah, Rope Red 13. How do they even know, like, what's going on? How do they even know that, like, oh, it's Chaos, but it's actually Vincent and he has the protomateria, so he's controlled and it's all good? Did Reeve explain it to him? I don't know. Oh, yeah, epic final boss music. There's gonna be some epic on-rails section. Like flying forward on rails, right? Yeah. Just tell it's a PS2 game, of course. Oh, and it has lyrics too, of course. This is PS2 at its finest. It really is. Pretty epic, though. Alright, we just shot that thing. Is this an anime? This music does not fit what's going on right now. What in the... I'm glad we finally got some new enemy designs so I could just one-shot everything. My super-powered Chaos Gun. It is the death penalty, I didn't even think about that. Okay. Is this just padding? What are we doing? Why are we doing it? Okay. Chaos, what you doing? Why you fooling? Hey, I got an S. Why you fooling around, Chaos? We're supposed to be collecting up the goods. I don't even know why we, like, teleported through his body to get up to his head. Couldn't we have just flown up there? Like, we didn't blow up anything on the way. I don't know. That seemed like kind of a waste.